What's up, guys? This is ALT Insider coming at you with the GDQ stream room layout retrospective here. Actually did a stream of this last weekend. Did not have the auto save option turned on. So we're doing this again for the YouTubes, of course. I am ALT Insider from the Mindset Based Podcast and also from The Rundown, which you can find on YouTube. And yeah, this is going to be fun. I mean, I had fun the first time I did it, so I might as well have fun the second time as well. But I guess as you go through what I'm exactly going to do here, consider this is not a criticism. This is not a way, a kind of looking for things to improve or things to nitpick. I'm just talking about how the layouts have changed over the now 9 years they've been happening. I've watched a fuck ton of runs in my day, in my 9 years, and I've seen a lot of layouts, seen a lot of stream rooms. I've seen the feel of the rooms. I've seen the feel of the marathons. So I think I have a pretty good take on things of how things are going, and hopefully you'll come on this journey with me as well and see how things have gone. And maybe most of the people in speedrunning weren't there in 2010, and maybe you don't know how it started, how GDQs were. Now there's such a thing that is just something everyone knows in gaming, but they know it used to be like that. So that's what I hope to do here today. So as you can see from this first slide here, we are at Classic Games Done Quick, which took place on January 1st, 2010, my friends. And yeah, this started, there's a whole story here that you can get into. It was supposed to be at MagFest. MagFest internet bailed, or not bailed, but it failed. And they had to do it at Mike Uyama, the creator's, his mom's house in the basement. So obviously a very different situation than it is now. There's no, it's obvious common knowledge. I mean, I don't say anything there. It was a different thing than what it is now. So this is the first. This is the first how it looked in the beginning, right? You might notice that, hey, where's the person playing the game? Well, it actually started like that when first it started with just gameplay. There was no commentating screen at all. Eventually they got that working, and it started out with just the gameplay, and the people doing the commentating would be on the screen. Now this sounds crazy now, but remember, it's a different planet now in terms of streaming, right? Speedrunning is a thing where, at this point, where you do speedruns, you record them from your house. If you get a world record, you get that on tape, and you send that to someone to verify on tape, right? I mean, there's no commentating what's going on in any way. All the communication is done on forums, really, at this point. So this is not a normal commentating on your own run is not something that's normally done. It's just something that you don't do. It's something that's not done as much. So, however, in a few hours, I think 6 or so hours after this run started, that changed. And I do have that moment for you to share. I'll have the audio up for this one. This is the first time that a runner was shown running a game at a GDQ, and ever since this moment, it has stayed that way. So let's take a look at that moment here. Make sure I have it queued up correctly. Here we go.
I can't even see. Yeah, it's flashing.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Okay, new try.
Well, we always seem to switch. Everyone kept
Better
asking
work
to switch
now.
the camera to him, so even if he's shirtless or not.
Over here.
There we go. The Frezzy cam.
Oh, there we go. X2, attempt number 2.
So there you go, guys. That was the first ever time the runner was shown on the screen, and that is the lovely and talented Frezzy man, I believe. That's the epic runner there. The first person that was shown on screen during a GDQ. There you go. In terms of layout here, we'll cover the layout too. I named this thing the Stream Room Retrospective, but since I did this first time, I noticed I do mention a lot about the layout as well. So as you can see from this layout, I might as well play something for you here so you can see another example. As you can see from this layout here, there is no layout. I mean, it's a gameplay that's as big as the thing, as big as the Stream Room screen. They're equal sizes, and that's it. There's no runner, there's no estimate, there's no time, there's no donation totals, no charity. There's nothing shown here. Now, you might say, wow, why didn't it show anything? This time, there is nothing. Streaming is not like it is now. There is nothing on stream. It is not unusual. I don't know what that was, but it's not unusual to have nothing on stream. All this stuff about pop-ups and donations and stuff, it was a different world. Okay, so this is a normal stream on Twitch, what it looked like, right? Even this potato camera you can see right now. Really, I should have got myself a drink before I started this. There you go. I want to show this exact clip because here we have a breakdown here, and this hat, right? This hat. This is from 2010. I'm gonna go to the panel they did at the last GDQ, and you can see he's wearing the same hat. I don't know if it's the same hat exactly, but it's the same the same looking style hat. I say this point here because I want to show this as well. Mike Uyama talks a little bit about the runner and commentator thing, how it wasn't normal for there. So take a listen here real quick.
So nowadays we're used to centering the camera on the runner and their couch. But back then, we figured that the commentator or host would be doing more of the talking, so we focused the camera on them, because that's what Desert Bus for Hope did. And people normally expect the runner to commentate during gameplay now, but because streaming wasn't as commonplace back in the days of CGDQ, people were a lot more quiet, and they weren't as used to commentating during their runs.
So there you go, guys. Just like I said. Same thing I said because I learned it from him, but there you go. So that was it. Classic Games Done Quick, obviously. Just keep this in your mind because we'll come back here to comparison, but this is what GDQ was like, guys, in the beginning, the very beginning. So it's cool to see the roots there, right? So let's jump to AGDQ 2011, which is on January 6, 2011. And that's not that one. It's right here. So here we're in an actual, place. More people you can see. A lot of things make their iconic beginnings here, I guess. Breakdown with the same hat again. But you see this red couch. We're going to see the red couch a lot. The idea of a couch is here. I mean, the couch was in the first one as well, but there's a couch. There's other seats as well in the room. We see PJ. He's become for sure a very always seen runner at GDQs. He's the longest streak ever running, by the way, of consecutive appearances. So keep that in mind. He's the consecutive appearance king, if you will. But yeah, this is just how it was. Again, you can see this is a year later, and there's still no information on the screen. The same layout, looks like the same camera with its 360p or whatever it is. There's nothing else to add. It's the same exact layout. The stream room has changed a little bit, but there's more people there. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. If we look here, I want to show you what where is it? This is another Trihex run from that same place. You can see a little different view of the room here. The couch, the seats behind, the donation table, the donation reader is right on screen at this point. Yeah, this is how it was. There's the same basic thing. That's how it was in AGDQ 2011. Let's jump to SGDQ 2011. And yeah, I'm not going to skip over some of these. If there's nothing interesting to say, I'm just going to go quick. I don't want to be here for 3 hours. So let's go to SGDQ 2011 here. Now we have in April. This is April 4th, 2011, by the way. So yeah, look at this. Some changes here. Some big changes, actually. We are in a different couch, not the red couch. We have this floral pattern couch with the Duck Fist here. And Duck Fist, I believe that's Puxwell in the background. Cool Maddie here. And Ultra J-Man. Not Cool Maddie. I always say Cool Maddie, but I mean Rom Scout. Puexo on the back, I think. But yeah, so some things have added here. The room is generally the same as the last edition of GDQ. The gameplay is larger. We have the game listed here, the category listed, the runner's name, and the time, which is all new information that could people. I can remember when they added, people would ask in the chat, what is this timed for? It was not this thing that was just so known now. It sounds crazy, I know, but there was a time when people didn't know what that timer meant. Look at the world we're in now, guys. It's a way different thing. But yeah, this is what it looked like for SGDQ 2011. Remember this couch because it is a SGDQ staple for the few years to come here. So let's fast forward to AGDQ 2012 now, and this is a full 2 years after that time in the basement. And yeah, you can see they have the same location as the previous AGDQ. Shout out to Strags again. I wanted to keep some fluidity between people and some connectivity between people, so I try to show the same people a few times. I'm going to show some new people as well. In terms of new information on the screen, we have the Twitch channel of this person, which has now become a huge Twitch channel. But yeah, that's the new information here. In terms of setup, you see it's basically the same. Nothing. I mean, there's decoration now. There's the any sign of a charity is here now. Shout out to Cypher and again Breakdown with the same hat. It's pretty much the same. We've added the Twitch channel, and that's basically it. What I want to show you here in the next slide from the same event. This is the first year there was a bonus stream, to my knowledge, that I could find in my remembering and research, that this is a bonus stream, which would take place, sources, those of you that don't know, after the scheduled marathon, during the setup, the closing of the event. There'd be a bonus stream where people would just play whatever they want. There was no submission process. There was no. I believe there was a picture of a board where people would write what they want to play, and that's just, if you wrote it there, that's what you played. It wasn't like you can't play that, you can't play that. It wasn't like that. That's how it was done. And this is an example of that bonus stream, that first bonus stream. It looks like they're in a different place, but this is supposed to be from AGDQ 2012 if I'm to trust these YouTube titles. So there you go. This is AGDQ 2012 bonus stream, the first ever bonus stream. keep that in mind because it's going to be a continuing story here as we go through these events. Okay, so let's jump to SGDQ 2012, right? To SGDQ 2012. It looks like 2011, and if you said it looked like 2011, you wouldn't be wrong because it is the exact same thing. We have even have Ultra J-Man in the same exact spot in that couch with Niglaria here playing Sonic. In terms of added information, we have the game, the estimate now. This is the first time the estimate was shown. Let me make sure it wasn't shown here if I was too stupid. Yeah, it's not shown here. Yeah, so this is the first time the estimate was ever shown at GDQ, the estimate of the game. And I do when this was on, I remember people say, "What does the estimate mean?" It's funny how what becomes into the lexicon of gaming is interesting. But now there's the estimate, Twitch channel, game, and the runner, and also the timer. As you can see, for some reason here, I don't know why, the video is extremely small here, and the gameplay takes up that much, a lot of wasted space here. But there you go, a lot of black space, actually, I should say, not wasted space. A lot of black space. So there you go. That's what we're looking at in SGDQ 2012. This webcam, I know you might say, wow, this webcam, look at that. It looks horrible. That is what webcams look like. I mean, there was, of course, some people had better ones, but it wasn't that horrible. It wasn't like, wow, look at how shit that webcam is. It wasn't like that. I promise you. Okay, I wanted to show this when the bonus stream again. The bonus stream's continuing here. This is just a fun bonus stream to show how crazy it could get. It was like there's one person playing Super Metroid on the left side of the screen. There's one person playing Rayman Origins on the right side of the screen, and it's just crazy to think now that's how you could do whatever you want. It really was just do whatever you want. Imagine if someone submitted it now. I'll play Super Metroid on the left, and Spike Vegeta is going to play Rayman Origins on the right, and it would just be crazy, right? But that's how it was now. Bonus stream was really you do whatever you want to do, and that's how it was, and it was really cool. I mean, now that it's gone, I can tell you, spoiler, it's not there anymore, obviously, if you still follow. If you're just watching this video, I assume you care about that stuff, It was something people liked. And when it was gone, when it ended up dying, people didn't really care about that. People would ask about it, what happened to the bonus stream, what happened to the bonus stream. It really was a love thing. And I can't tell you why that is exactly, except I think it did feel more like you're just in the same room with guys just playing a game, right? There was no kind of any element of seriousness of trying to get a good time and stuff was kind of gone from that, and they weren't trying to put on a show, they were just playing a game. So it kind of was a special feeling, I think, that was connected between the audience, and obviously I wasn't the only one that missed it when it was gone because people did ask about it a lot. But okay, let's get to AGDQ 2013 here. Fast forward again. Now we're a full 3 years from the first Classic Games Done Quick, which, just for reference here, I'm going to go back. This is that, and now we're here. Started from the bottom, but now we're here. Here, I should say. Shoutouts to Blecky, shoutouts to Cypher, shoutouts to Edenall, shoutouts to PJ, shoutouts to a big bass boost here from the Elite community. This is a big change, right? Now we have it's a fuller room. The rooms are starting to get bigger. Good camera, right? That's got to be nice to see. Good camera. And I want to talk about why that camera is important, because this camera, as you can see from this, when I showed you this last picture here, who's in the background is kind of tough to see, right? Now we enter the world where the background people are visible, and they can become personalities. As you can see, the layout has taken extreme differences. Extreme changes have happened here. We have the charity information now on the top right. We have the logo. The event name is here. We have the game. We have the runner. We have the Twitch streams for all. We have the estimate, and we have the timer. So in terms of added information, we've added the event name and we've added the charity there. But yeah, so we're getting into the realm of, hey, it looks modern, right? It looks like a more modern event for sure. Remember that point I said about the camera being good enough now to see the background people, because I'm gonna stick with that. I want you to remember this guy right here, okay? This guy with the black shirt and the red undershirt there. That's what the word I'm trying to say. The red undershirt there, okay? Remember that guy, okay? So I'm gonna go to the next slide here. Same event. This is Dragon Dark playing a DS game. As you can see, things are much more fluid in terms of setup here. They got a guy hunched over DS now. They would not do it that way as well. But as you can see, the guy with the black shirt and the red undershirt, this is approximately 12 hours or so. If my numbers might be off, don't crucify me in the comments there. But 12 hours after that, this guy's still here. And you might not sound like nothing to you, but I promise you, these are where connections were made between viewers and audience. I know all you speedrunners out there might be listening that were kind of a part of it, might not know that, because you guys are speedrunners and you're there. But this guy was in the audience with us, right? With people that are watching for those however long we watched. And this is, I got to say too, was a time in my life when I could watch a lot because I was single. And this happened during summer, but I used to be a teacher, so I was summer vacation. I would watch ungodly amounts of this, and you would watch it with the people there, right? Oh, this guy's with me. This whole the last 10 runs, he was there watching me. It was really, really cool. As you can see, there is the name of the event there and some things like that. I'm going to go to. Do I have one more slide here? Yeah, I do have one more slide here, and this one is a hot one. It is Siglemic here, and look at this room, right? Look at the names here. I mean, I don't have to say any names. I don't want to say anyone for fear of missing anybody. But the magnitude of the names in speedrunning that are on this couch and on the floor of the couch is just insane. I want you to see something here that's going to be important later in terms of the changes. Look how everyone's doing. Everyone's looking and fighting to look at the same TV that is the runner Siglemic is looking at, and that might not seem like anything, but I promise you, as we get to the future, you'll see that it becomes a change of feeling here. Also, guy with the black shirt that had red undershirt, now he's changed to black, and he's still in the crowd. So it just goes to. It was cool to see people that were there like that. I promise you. Shout outs to Sent now that is now working for GDQ as the prize manager, I think is his title. So there you go. But yeah, just look at this. Look at this couch. I mean, this is insane. Trihex, Narcissa, Andy, Siglemic, Spike just chilling back there. Lots of people here I could get to. Okay, but let's go to a quick bonus stream real quick. I want to show all the bonus streams while I can because they were a special place for me. I believe this was the run that Worcester was banned, but that caused him to be banned. But here's an example of a bonus stream in these days. People just doing whatever they want to do. Trihex is on his phone. Spike is holding up his mini DVD player. I'm not sure what that was. Worcester just chilling playing a game. The chairs everywhere. Irregular Ginny's there yawning. This is how chill it got. And it really was cool. It really was the cool, hey, I'm just chilling watching Worcester play a game. And obviously, even if he's not trying, he's one of the best players of this game in the world. There is. It was really cool. This bonus stream, just for reference, this was 30 hours long, this bonus stream, just so you know. So after the event ended, there were 30 more hours of stuff to watch, and it was very chill just like this. And obviously it led to some people getting banned because they said stupid stuff. That's how it happened. Okay, let's jump to Summer Games Done Quick 2013 here. And Niglaria on the Sonic run. I always say there's two kind of people in the world in speedrunning. If you laugh at this run or you don't. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with either side that you take. But do you laugh at this run or not? Or is it a good answer of your personality, how you see speedrunning, and how you take seriously you take it. But the crowd's liking to hear. But this is really where, in terms of, let's talk about information first. The hashtag was added for the first time here on the bottom right. The estimates there. The Twitch channel would be there. I think Niglaria was doing Hitbox, or he was banned from Twitch or something. I'm not sure why it wasn't there. But logo, timer, charity, blah, blah. The only thing added is the hashtag. But this is where the era of background stars, which remember our friend from the last event, black shirt, red undershirt. I wish I knew his name. I should have found it, but I couldn't find him. I love you, man. Even though I didn't know your name, I'd love you. But this is where the background stars really became a thing. Where I'm going to show you just a quick run through of this crowd real quick. I know I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see me, but a quick run through this crowd here. It's a few people. I can't point at everyone, but I want to look at Blue Glass here, Ice Plug, Legendary Ice Plug here, and this Full Metal. I don't know his name. Full Metal something. There's a lot of people still here. A lot of people still in here that I didn't mention, but I can't go through everybody. I'll be here all day. So let's go to the next slide here. And this just so you know, this slide is this tab is from 8 hours later in the run. Okay, 8 hours later, and here we go. Look at this crowd, right? Packed crowd. Look at the three boys I just mentioned here, still there. Look at this crowd. This is packed. Duke, Darkman, Spike, Sinister One on the couch. This is a packed. This is how it was. I mean, the room is spaced in a way where. Is this how it looked? When you want to be there, it's going to get packed, right? And there's people that would stay there 8, 9, 10 hours watching it, and they became part of the people that were watching it with you. The runners would change, but these guys in the back would be there. And then people would make donation comments towards them and stuff, and it would be kind of part of the fun of it. But really, it was it really was something that was cool. It really was that connection I talked about earlier. It happened, right? I know it might be crazy out there. Maybe no, but that's not true though, because like Dia's dad and stuff. People make connections with the people in the back, even if they're in the background. This happened here, even stronger than that, right? For sure. I want to show you what a race looked like real quick, so you can see that. Where's more am I at here? Here's good, not a race, but Tofu, national treasure when he was around. He was a great runner. He had a lot. Look at this crowd again. Trihex in the crowd. Look at this. I Eat Your Pie in the crowd. Duke Bilgewater's still there. Looks like Blue Glass is finally getting some sleep. But this is this is every run, not every run, but a lot of the runs were like this. This tight, everyone looking at the same screen again. Like I talked about earlier, that's a real important thing, I think. And I know it's impossible now, but I think it's important kind of feeling thing for the feeling of it, you know? And this is just a cool run. If you've never seen this run, watch this run. It's great. Tofu is still doing stuff. I saw someone on his Twitter, he did something with speedrunning, but I can't remember what it was. But Tofu was awesome. This is an awesome run. A legendary run for sure. Wish you could watch this one. Here's Narcissa here. And Blue Glass here. Look at the Sinister One in the background. Duke here. Ice Plug. His Bonesaw back there. Trihuck's just chilling in the back without a seat. I mean, look at that. That's not going to happen now. And I guess I should bring that up now. I was planning on bringing it up later, but a huge part of what makes this possible, this phenomenon I'm talking about, is the crowd is watching the runs in the run room is the place to be. Is there wasn't a lot to do outside, right? Now, when these things are done in big cities and huge hotels, people want to go to their hotel room and drink. And how many guests have I had on my podcast that have said that? Like, well, I can't imagine people weren't doing it now, but maybe they weren't. Maybe there isn't hotel rooms or something that people can do that here, because most of the streams in this era are filled with this room like this. And this seems to be the place to be, where now, except outside of 4 or 5 runs a week, it's not the place to be. And it's just a different feel than what it is here. And I spent a lot of time on this one because this really is, for me, my favorite GDQ of all time, my favorite era of all time, my favorite layout of all time. I think this was... Here's a quick break at the race I was talking about earlier. Again, look at the crowd. Has anything changed? I've went through this. This is over 4 days of marathon I'm showing you here, and the faces in the crowd remain the same. You know, and there's a few changes here and there, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a thing you're watching. The people in the crowd are there to experience the event as much as you are as a viewer, and it was really, really special. I know I spent a lot of time here on this one, but I think it's important to point out how that felt, because I know it's tough to convey. Even I'm sure you're saying, like, what the hell are you talking about? But I promise you, it was like you're watching people play games fast that love games a lot, and obviously people watching love it a lot too. So it really felt like, wow, I'm not there. I was in Japan when this happened, but I felt like I was at least doing something with other bros that were doing the same thing, you know, and that was really cool about it. Let's jump, finally, to... Oh, I'm going to show you the bonus stream real quick. Got to show the bonus stream. This is, again, how it looked. Ice Plug. Look at Ice Plug. What a beast, man. He never left that room. Spike Vegeta. I don't want to give any... I shouldn't say anything bad about Spike Vegeta, because he's been in a lot of these screens just chilling, watching as well. But yeah, this is what the bonus stream looked like here. This bonus stream is 44 hours long. So think about that, guys. Almost 2 days of extra stuff. After the marathon ends, you got 2 days more of what's going on, of following it. So now, look at the size of this room, okay? This is the last time we're going to need a room this size, because we are about to go modern, my friends. We are about to jump into a new world. Before we jump into that world, I want to make sure where's my camera? I should have brought that up so I can see where my camera is. I don't want to block anything. Am I blocking anything? I'm sure I pointed out stuff that I was blocking, but I'm not editing that out. Okay, let me show you. Let me see. How bad was I blocking it out? I don't want to record this again. Okay, you can see everything. Yeah, you can see everything. Cool. Okay. I don't want to edit this video. Okay, so let's go to, before we get to HDQ 2014, I want to talk about that at this point they go into a huge hotel, convention room style size place. All right, let me make sure my camera's on so I can make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. Okay. Yeah, so they go to convention style play. So obviously it's a big change in layouts, things like that. So on Speed Demos Archive, the old forums that everyone used to talk about, there was some drafts drawn up by Mike Uyama. A lot of people in the community also had a voice in there. So I want to bring those up just to show. This was kind of one of the ideas thrown out, how it would look. This is actually one of the final ideas. I should not bring that one up first. Yeah, I should have got another one up. But there was the idea of a stage would be here. So a stage holding up the couch and that first row of seats, kind of. And as you can see here, the computer games would be here. I'm not sure if you can see my mouse. Yeah, the computer games would be here. The player would be here. Tech station, seats. The projector screen here. Remember, this is the first time we see the projector screen. Because, remember, the thing I liked about everyone watching the same screen, as shown here, this dies this year because the rooms just get too big. And that's why this is not a criticism show. I'm talking about things I liked. I know they can't be like that anymore, like anything in life, right? Things change, things go away, things get better, and things get worse. But the projector screen is here, so people are now watching a projector if you're not too close to the game. This is another fan idea about how to do it. I think it was pretty cool. Just the projector screen's here, the runner's playing here, which will kind of keep that smaller room feel, right? I thought this was an interesting idea. Still got the huge idea, huge crowd for viewing. You know, the hype is still in the room, but then you got the small room feel. I kind of wish I did this one, to be honest. But I want to bring up a few, go to some threads. There's a lot of thread talk about this kind of the Mike Uyama put out the idea for the layout, and then people commented. Obviously, it was a long thread. I want to talk about what Mike Uyama said is the reasons against the layout. The reason that layout was bad, which they ultimately did anyway. But here's the reason that just so you know, it's not like I'm saying anything groundbreaking. Everyone thought, just like me, that you lose that runner to audience connection and some intimacy, which is fair. That is a nice thing to have. However, I'm going to say one thing that's going to piss people off, but I feel it needs to be said. For the vast majority of runs, the biggest and most important connection and camaraderie is between the runner and couch commentators. I agree that audience participation is important, which we're going to have a mic for the audience, but runner and commentator interaction is most important. Is what he said wrong? What he said almost 6 years ago now. 6 years ago. What he said wrong? No. That is true. The couch commentating and runner connection is the most important connection of any marathon run. However, what is left out of this is what I've talked about earlier. Viewer to audience connection, right? Put us there too, right? The audience, like I showed in those GDQ pictures, when people are there like this watching just like us, you know, not just like us, but similarly to us, there was a connection built, right? And I think it's tough to understand that, right? As a person that never been a viewer, right? There was that connection there. So while I feel what he said is correct, and I know, when you go to a room that size, you can't just say, hey, let's make it small again, intimate again. It's gone, right? So do I think they made the right choice by making it bigger and use a projector screen? Yes. I'm, again, just saying that that made things a little bit different, okay, for sure. So remember I told you there was a stage idea? So about that stage idea, Duke Bilgewater came in with an awesome comment that I wanted to make sure I showed. Yeah, so there was a stage. Oh, you can see it here. The stage was here. There was a big raised platform. Duke Bilgewater says this: is there a reason that the stage is on a raised platform other than it being a stage and trying to be professional? I think it's a little weird. I know I wouldn't want to feel like I was on a stage while I'm doing my run. I want to chill on the couch with my co-commentators and have fun. On top of that, the stage itself isn't even visible on camera, thus I'm missing something here. The only way the stream will be able to tell that there's a stage, the camera captures something behind it. Perfect, right? And that's, ultimately, they did not have a stage. As you can see in my next slide, boom, they did not have, this is the result of their thinking. They did not have a stage. In GDQ 2014. Here's a better look at the size of the room. So where's my notes there? Yeah. So now we're in we're entering the realm of big rooms, right? Bigger rooms. I want to say a much upgrade on the logo for sure. In terms of added information, we don't have any. Same information is shown on the screen. Timer looks a little more, looks better for me, but yeah. And now, sadly, as I've hinted at before, I'm sure you don't know what I'm going to say, we're entering the realm of background people are not important. They are just noise that is there, and they don't have a name, they don't have a face, they don't have a face, they don't have a personality. They are just there, and that's it. And I'm saying it too much, I feel, but there's no other way around this, but it's just the truth. This is how it is. Shout out to Stivity Bobo. Sorry for not pushing play on your run here. There you go. Stivity Bobo's run of Banjo-Kazooie Any %. There you go. So I want to show one more slide here. What do I got to see here? Here's a PC run, so you can kind of see Professor Broman. Rip, right? Variety Stream took him. Ice Plug just chilling back here again. Here's a little bit. Look at how big the room was, right? So there you go. Just a little PC layout look for you. I want to make sure I show as much as I can. Here's the bonus stream here. This bonus stream was actually the longest bonus stream in the history. 74 hours bonus stream, right? So think about that. It's just insane stuff here. So yeah, that's the bonus stream there for GDQ 2014. Let's jump to SGDQ 2014 as we're moving along here. Oh, nope, this is GDQ 2014 again. More bonus stream. There you go. I'm not sure why I should do that twice, but hey, there you go. Bonus stream for Tampa. Shout outs to Tampa, right? Playing the Wand of Gamelon. Shout outs. Okay, so let's go to GDQ 2014. I was originally planned.
No.
So look at this. Now this, I know I kind of chose the wrong slide for the first one here, but you might say, wow, this looks tight. This looks like a small, intimate experience, right? This is extremely brought in. As we talked to Cool Matty on the Rundown podcast, he said, yeah, when it's this the room is empty, they try to do kind of angle tricks to make it seem filled. That was the case here. As you'll see that it gets way bigger again. So let me show that real quick. I think I have a fic here. Yeah, so here's a good look. Same event. You can see how big the room is. Now look at it. Shows how cavernous the room is for sure, and how. I mean, I think make sure I'm on 720p so you don't say that's the reason. Yeah. So look, I mean, look how. What are these people watching? Right, the people in the background. What are they watching? It's a long jump from everyone watching the same screen getting hype to what is here. Right, people. This guy in the hat's kind of watching the screens. He's not sure. Some people watching the projector. It's a different feeling, right? This is when we enter the realm of modern huge rooms. How we come to expect GDQs now. This is really when the switch from 2013 to 2014 was the biggest jump in history, and GDQ history in terms of changing in layouts for sure. I put this one here, the next one here, I put this here because not because of the moment. Well, the moment we all know and love. I don't know why it makes it go low quality right after I switched it. Then I switch it back, but. I put this here because just quick comment. I think this is the most watched run in GDQ history. I really bet that's true. Not because of its awesome run or whatever, but because of that moment that we all know. That's my take. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. Smash the like button. Blah, blah, blah. YouTuber. Okay, so here's the bonus stream. Again, I want to make sure I show the bonus stream. Oh, no. This is not a bonus stream. What the? Make sure I didn't jump. I skipped one? Okay, well, anyways. I don't have a bonus stream, but that bonus stream this year was 22 hours long, for sure. Let's go to GDQ 2015 here. GDQ 2015, look at this up. Big update to the... Oh, big update. First thing the update is they went to the... Yeah, big update to the... In terms of the layout, right? So now we have some charity things here. Scroll... The donation totals here for the first time ever, which is a big deal, right? Now it's just something is there. Sponsors are here. Looks like a real small room, right? Right here, it looks like a small room. I'm gonna show you it's not though. It's. Oh, look, I guess I'm wrong here. It looks. This looks like a small room, and it is not a small room, but it looks like it here. I think I chose the wrong thing to show it. It's the same size room as the other one, so yeah, it just appears small. Here's a bonus stream. Here's the bonus stream here again. Updated logo, by the way, which should not go unnoticed here. James the Quick logo is now updated. This, and the hashtag is living under where my camera is. I wish I should move my camera. Let me move my camera to the left side here. It's a good idea, I think. There you go. So yeah, you can see the hashtag is there, and yeah, that's where it is. Okay, so yeah, I think I said everything I want to say there. Yes, I did. 2015. Not okay. Yeah, slick logo, slick layout though. This layout would not be crazy in 2019. If you had a stream and this was layout, it would not be crazy. Previous ones might be. Let's go here to GDQ 2015. I want to show the bonus stream. This is what it looked like, right? Chill, fuzziness there, chilling. 1,300,000 was the thing. This bonus stream, I put this here because this is the last time the bonus stream ever happened. And like I said before, it was a sad thing for a lot of people, like myself included. But the reason it happened was this GDQ's got too big, basically, and they became a hot ticket, right? People would go to the stream, go to the marathon, and want to get a game on bonus stream. It wasn't like this fun thing that it used to be, like, hey, let me just sign up and get it. It was a real hot ticket, right? So yeah, it makes sense they couldn't do that anymore, because they were saying, like, I remember some thread or whatever that was like, it got to be this thing where it was like, oh, it's too much pressure, like people were running to get the bonus stream spots, and it's just that wasn't what it was meant to be, right? It's supposed to be a fun thing, extra stuff that you could enjoy, and it changed to not be that, so that makes sense for sure. Let's go now, as we catch up where we are. I wish I had a drink now, but I don't. Let's go to 2015, SGDQ 2015, my friends. And yeah, make sure I'm in the right spot. Yes. So we are in a look at this. Look at this jump in this. Okay, God, let me change my camera. God damn it. I hate this. Look at this changing. Look at this room. I mean, oh my God. It's cavernous, as some would say. It's insane. This is also something I want to point out, which is the debut of the second couch, right? Second couch, right? So this is a sticking point for me because I've never found a good reason what the second couch is for. When I streamed this retrospective, someone said it's for the VIPs. So, okay, that tells me who sits there, but it still doesn't tell me what it's there for. Is there any reason why you take the second couch out and move the seats up? I mean, this looks. I know I picked the game that was in a kind of off hours on purpose, but Shenmue hype though. But this is how far have we came from? I got to make sure I remember the right. Not that. How far have we come from? Let me get a good one. From this to this. God, I knew I would do that. No, don't look. Stop looking to this. Right. It's just wow. I think the couch though, the second couch really perpetuates this problem, right? Why is it there? It's really interesting. In terms of added information, in terms of the layout, sponsors still there. Now they're scrolling. We have the raffle prizes here for the first time ever. Just a sleek layout. This is a very sleek, cool layout. A lot of wasted space. The donation totals are there. It's cool. Let me make sure I have anything else here for SGDQ 2015. Yeah, okay. Nope, that was it for SGDQ 2015. Remember that. Look at this room, though. I mean, Jesus, that's a big room. Let's go to SGDQ 2016. As you can see, now there's a little scrolling thing behind the name here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but just not much change to the layout. A little bit of changes here and there. Looks like a little more smooth layout is what comes to my mind. Donation centers are here. The charity is there. Again, huge room. Now this is second couch is there for God knows why. Then you can also see these two risers here. These are for projection screens. So there's two projection screens so everyone can see what's going on. Now I picked a hype race here because you can see that the room is filled. But why aren't they right here? Why aren't they right behind this couch, right? I want to see the hype, right? It's pretty hard to see anything with this. This is really when it's a huge room and there's the runner and there's the couch and everyone else is watching behind, which is fine. It's a big change, right? I think I'm going to show you a PC game here. Nope, we change events, right? Yep. Okay, so that's AGQ 2016. There you go. As you can see, not a serious change. Stylistic changes are here and there, but there you go. Okay. Shout out to Grand Pooh Bear there, too, by the way. Mitch Flower Power as well. Awesome runners. Okay, let's go to SGDQ 2016. And, I got to switch sides again because that's what I got to do. They switched sides to the left side here for some reason. The camera is on the left side. Again, little stylistic changes here and there in the side of the things. Again, look at wow. I picked a pack room here on purpose because I wanted to show what it looks like. Again, lots of people. But, again, the lost intimacy is definitely something filled for sure. That is something gone for sure. I think it's fair to say. Again, this couch here is doing something. What's that idea about that? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'm going to show. This is a dead time PC game. You see the layout changes a little bit, so they get the what's it called? Dimensions right here. Not dimensions, some other word, but there you go. This is a very dead room, so I want to show what they did there. They did the forehead cam, so you could show up, so you wouldn't see the thousands of not thousands, hundreds of empty seats there. So yeah, that's just there you go there to see what the differences are. I want to make sure I point that out. Okay, let's go to AGDQ 2017. Now we're getting really close to modern times, boys and girls. We're getting really close to modern times. So here we go. AGDQ 2017. As you can see, the layout changed. Oh, I should go from there to there. Not much. If you do a quick jump again. Some stylistic changes for sure, but nothing really changed here. This run is awesome, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Fuzziness playing Sega Bass Fishing. This run is worth it for sure. As you can see, we have a second couch here. Again, you can't see as much of the cavernous room here because, again, camera angles were always changed, so they wouldn't show that as much. And yeah, there's not much to say there. Let's go to a widescreen game here, PC game again, so you can see how they did the same thing. Little bit less. See, there's some people in the crowd here, so they kept that camera there, so you can see there's people watching now. Again, with this nice projector screen there, blocking everybody though, but which you have to do, but it's there. Something to see for sure. Okay, let's go to AGDQ 2018, my friends. Now we're talking, less than a year ago, or no, just over a year ago. What do I have to show here? Oh, this is So now we're at SGDQ 2017. Why am I 2017? Oh yeah, sorry. SGDQ 2017. Oh, I didn't go over to SGDQ 2017. Here's SGDQ 2017. Yeah, that's why I want to show this one. Look at this. Look at this room. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look how much space is here. Wow. You can play volleyball right here. Like you can play soccer right here. I really don't know why that change was made. If someone has an idea, anyone let me know, because the second couch here that's just taking up space with 3 people on it, why couldn't the chairs be up more? Was this a way to maybe avoid having empty chairs because during some runs? But I guess that was probably thinking, but it's better than this blank space. I'm pointing at the screen, I know you can't see. It's better than this blank space that's here. I promise that, in my opinion, of course. In my humble opinion. I don't like the color changes here with the logo. It kind of looks weird, but everything else is fine. This is a good run too. Darkwing Duck in the house for sure. Here is a PC game, which is a kind of hype crowd there. I wanted to make sure I showed what it looked like there as well, with the widescreen and some people in the crowd. Pretty cool. Let's jump to finally, as I said before, AGDQ 2018. I was wrong with the numbers there, but there you go. When you have a million tabs to go through, it happens. Okay, so now we're in 2018. Let me switch my camera's a good spot. 2018, AGDQ 2018. Now we're entering what you know and love in terms of the layout. The kind of, what's it called? The kind of Tron looking thing is here. The kind of new GDQ logo, by the way, has been implemented. I think this layout is really hype for sure. Look at the gameplay; it's way big. It's really big. It's really cool. Again, the red couch that I pointed out all those years ago is back. Second couch is still here for some unknown reason, but there you go, just so you know. Let me see right here, and here we go with the PC game angle. The PC game angle is something that's been going on forever. Like, you can't have it set up with a straight camera because you have to have the straight camera for the normal run. So kind of PC gamers always got the short end of the stick in terms of that. But there you go. That's how it looked with the PC game. Let's see what I want to say there. No, that's it. Okay, let's go to, now we're finally getting to 2018. Now we're in, that was AGDQ 2018. Now we're in SGDQ 2018. And again, look at the massive, nothing has been changed from here, for sure. Like this, what I talked about here, we're still there, here. Nothing, obviously there wasn't much of an uproar about it because maybe it was just me thinking that this is a real low point. And I yes, there's no one there. It's an off-hour game. But if 5 more people here, it's not that I had that much, right? Again, you might be saying, well, if there's 1,050 seats, it wouldn't be much either. That's true. But at least, but see, there is 5, 6, or whatever people in the crowd. If they were up behind the chair, they had an opportunity to be right with the runner, right? Now you turned a cavernous room with 20 people that looks cavernous and empty into a hype area where you could have people on the couch enjoying it like they did in the years before when it was a tight room that only could fit 50 people, and sometimes there would only be 10 people there, but still there were 10 people watching that screen that the person was watching, enjoying it with that person, right? And that was really cool. That's what I wish they would do. I don't know why. There must be a reason it's not done, but yeah, these kind of cavernous areas always bother me. I feel like could be done better, but maybe there's a reason they can't. You never know, guys. Let me show PC game here. So this is a pretty hype room. Again, the angle. PC gamers get screwed in the angle. But yeah, there you go. That I like how the SGDQ added this cool vaporwavy color to the logo. I thought it was cool. Good job, designer of that. And finally, you know what's next, guys? AGDQ 2019. As you can see, nothing much has changed since they made this first change in 2017. In AGDQ 2018, same logo is being in effect here. Second couch is still in effect, but it looks like it's closer at least. The chairs are closer. I mean, at least it's an upgrade from this. I mean, that's a football field away from the first row of seats to the runner, and now it's the free throw shot line difference. You know what I mean? So yeah, a big. I like this side. So this distance is much better than what that one was. Final thing here, I want to show AGDQ 2019 for sure. I'll make sure I get the thing here. AGDQ 2019. I want to show a packed room here. This is what a packed room looked like. So yeah, that's what it can look like. Again, the crowd is extremely far back, but that's what a packed room looked like. And that was cool. Visuals. Shout out to visuals. Previous guest visuals. I can't show any more because that's the last one. AGDQ 2019 hasn't happened yet, so there you go. This is the last one I can show you, and I'll use this as my conclusion. For those of you that sat with me, those 46 minutes or whatever it happened to be when I edited it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it's just, for me, again, I wanted to make sure it was not a criticism or anything. Of course, I've said things I don't like and things I didn't enjoy as much as things I didn't enjoy as much as I did previously. But yeah, this is just a cool... GDQ is an amazing thing, right? As you can tell by my passion and memories of it, that is something that has stuck with me for the last 9 years, and I hope that shines through over anything else of my commentary. My criticism, I hope that shows over else. I do have a real passion for it because, as you can see, I can talk about it for 45 minutes just by looking through all the layouts and stream rooms. One final note I want to say. A lot of people say things like, GDQ has gotten more corporate and, think there's no fun allowed and all that kind of stuff, and that's changed the feel of the GDQs. And I really disagree with that. I think that what changed the feel of the GDQs is what I've been talking about so much, that distance, right? So I'm going to click the wrong tab, so bear with me until I find the good one. That wasn't too bad. So here, you're all in a room watching a player be amazing at a game. Watching the same screen. We're all watching that screen. I know it sounds stupid. Some people are saying, everyone's watching this screen, enjoying the runner playing and watching the same screen. And that was magic, right? That was real. There was something there. And obviously there was something there because GDQs got huge, There was something to it. I'm not saying it was just because people were watching the same screen that GDQs got big. It's obviously not true. However, it was a community watching someone in that same community do amazing things. And it was a tight group, it felt. It felt like. I was in a different country watching GDQs, and I would still, wow, how cool it is to be part of this speedrun community, even though I wasn't really part of it except watching, And then you go to some time like this, and yes, the production value is better. Yes, the audio is better. The transitions are insane. They're awesome. But I think that is what creates that feeling that people say these no fun rules are. I really think that is. I really think that if people knew, because the only people that bitch, right, are the people that were watching back then in 2013, 2014. I think that disconnect of audience to people watching that runner and the runner is what makes that feeling more than any of these rule changes and all things like that. So that's just my opinion on it. Hopefully it is at least will give you to bring up some opinions yourself, to question that thought of, hey, GDQ sucks because they're too corporate now. No, they don't. All right. Things have changed, and I hope I've laid out all these changes in a way you can see how the growth has changed things. But it's not because of that. It's because the growth has made a situation where they cannot have the intimacy that they once did. That's just a way of life. And, so in some ways, I talked about it in the stream, like this video I'm making is kind of the most depressing video because, again, I've talked about how things used to be and how I enjoy those things better that way, but they can't go back. It's one of those things that are gone forever. You are never going to get the tight room feel that these had. It's just not going to happen, right? It can't happen. These moments like this, where the people are in a room watching the same guy watching the screen and get hyped, it was not going to happen. Let me see if I can find. I wish I could find a celebration. A celebration reaction for epicness for the closure here, but I won't be able to find it. But this is not going to come back. It can't. It's one of those things in life where it's gone, and that's a lot of things in your life are going to happen like that, right? You're going to find something awesome. It's going to be awesome for a long time, and then it's going to be gone, right? A lot of you probably liked bands that happen like that, right? How many Creed fans are out there? Whatever the hell you want to choose band. Yeah, it happens, right? So just what you can do is just enjoy what it is now. Enjoy the memories of what it used to be. If you're a new runner, a fan of speedruns, you don't even know what I'm talking about now. So you maybe saw like, wow, they used to be cool, but I like the new one. Hey, that's cool too, right? Speedrunning is an amazing thing. GDQs are an amazing thing. You can enjoy it in many ways you can. I just wanted to show the growth and change of one huge part of speedrunning, for sure. So with that said, I'm LTInsider.com. If you like podcasts about speedrunning, hey, MindSafeBase.com is cool. If you like YouTube videos about speedrunning, hey, The Rundown on the GSA YouTube channel and Twitch channel is there for you. So that's it, guys. I'll see you down the line for sure. Comment, question everything I have to say. Let me know what you think, because I don't think I'm alone in my thoughts, in my people that take this shit seriously, more seriously than they should, but maybe I am. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you stuck with me all the way in, you rock. See you guys.